Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is not the Sabbath day. The new moon is not the full moon. Real quick lesson. This is IUIC Dallas. This is why we say they don't have 100% truth. They're following the small hats. Anyway, let's listen, and I'm going to say a few words on it. Like I said, I'm going to make this quick.
Now, you listen, I got one more thing for you because you learned today how to keep the Sabbath day, right? So we know you, no work, no cooking, very good. No idol worship, okay, you don't do that no day of the week. So we're going to smooth that one. So no working, no cooking. Two. Say it one more time. No, you can eat. You just said no cooking. All right. No working, no buying or selling, no cooking, and you find a place to be able to gather with other people that are keeping the Sabbath.
But according to them, you can have sex. Another reason why they don't have 100% truth, and I'm not so much getting on IUIC. This video just happened to pop up. It could have been another video from another group. And all these groups, except for Sakari, which the leader of Sakari stemmed from the GMS. All these other groups outside of GMS and Sakari teach that the Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is a Sabbath. And they got it from the one West crew and the other Israelites, but Jake got it from the small hats. Because the small hats say it's Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, which Saturday is short for Saturn, the god of Saturn, which is Saturnalia. And they wear all black. There's a reason why the small hats wear all black. Doesn't say there's no scripture that says wear all black. Now don't give me Jeremiah 14:2. There's no scripture that says wear all black. When the priests had the priestly garments on, it were not all black. So let's listen to a little bit more. Then I'll go into a couple of scriptures.
Got one more thing for you. Give me the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. So how you doing over there? You know you Israel? You accept that you are an Israelite? Okay, all right. What does that mean right there? Judah? That's what tribe you from? All praise to the Most High. You said it with some pride too. Yeah, who was the most important person in the Bible that came out of Judah? Who came out of Judah? His son did. Who was his son? Who was his son? I don't care what name you call him. That's a man on earth. I'm saying Yahweh ben Yahweh is a man on earth. I got you. But so what do you call the Son of God? That's a man on earth. But wait. It's not all right because the man on earth is not Jesus Christ. So you think the word is Yahweh ben Yahweh?
Close to the word Jesus Christ. This guy, I guess he's from Yahweh ben Yahweh. Yahweh ben Yahweh is Yahweh. This is the way to say the Most High's name, which is Yahweh. Ben, meaning the son of Yahweh. Yahweh, the son of Yahweh. It's supposed to be the Messiah. Okay? So I may come back and listen to the rest of this. This is some old Jake that was a follower, I believe, because it says it in the title. Yahweh ben Yahweh follower gets crushed by the Bible. Now, he said he's from Judah, right? Now, what you got to know about Yahweh, the Yahweh ben Yahweh sect, I remember when I first came into truth, they were all over the place wearing white. They even came to the school at One West. It was like 3 or 4 of them. And I remember them saying, we're getting together with all the Israelites so we can go to, I believe it was Kennedy Airport. It was either Kennedy or LaGuardia Airport. And we're going to lay on the tarmac, on the runway. So the planes won't be able to can you imagine us doing something that fucking stupid? Can you imagine that? And we basically told them, like, you out your fucking mind. But we were nice. We talked to them and everything. But there now another thing that I found out, they don't believe in the West Indians being Israelites. They don't believe in Haitians being Israelites, and they damn sure don't believe in uh, the Latino, and Indian tribes, Gad and Ephraim. They don't believe that they're Latins. They don't believe in any of the tribes. All they believed in at that time when it was big, all they believed in was Judah. We're just looking for Judah. Oh, you West Indian? No, you're not an Israelite. That's what they told me. You're Haitian? You're not an Israelite. You're Puerto Rican? You're not an Israelite. You have to be a Southern Negro to be an Israelite, and there's only one tribe, the tribe of Judah. How do they explain the kingdom of Judah? Anyway, let's go into the Sabbath real quick. This is basic. This is where the Sabbath is first mentioned. Sabbath. Okay, the first time the Sabbath is mentioned is in Exodus 16, verse 23. But this is where I want to go to. I want to go to Leviticus. Leviticus 23 and 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy conversation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of Yahweh in all your dwellings, wherever you go, right? Even over here. Now, what they teach is Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown. I don't know what calendar they start that from. Did they teach that did they observe the Sabbath in Egypt? No, they observed the Sabbath in the wilderness. They were away from Egypt. They didn't carry a calendar with them. Let's get a Egyptian calendar with us so we can count the days. The Egyptians didn't have a calendar that you can go to to a Dwayne Reed's or 7-Eleven or some mechanic shop where they give out free calendars or whatever, or go to bookstores and buy it. They didn't do that in Egypt. They didn't have paper calendars that you stuck up on a wall and you peel the pages back the next month. They didn't do that. And besides, Egypt's calendar was based upon a 30-day calendar, which they were off on that. But the weeks, you only had 3 weeks in a month. You had a 10-day week. So obviously, the Israelites didn't bring any calendar, and if they did have a 7-Eleven back there in ancient Egypt, the calendar was wrong, off. And then the first time that they heard about the Sabbath was when they was in the wilderness, not in Egypt. The laws were given to them in the wilderness, between this north of the Red Sea, between the Gulf of Suez and the Gulf of Akbar, because they came out of Goshen and they went right into the wilderness of Zin. They didn't go to the actual river, the Red Sea. They went through one of the what do you call it? What I say? I said the Gulf, the Suez Gulf. They went through the Suez Gulf. A lot of y'all Israelites don't know that. So what happened was the Lord said, okay, these are the high holy days that you're going to keep. Now they kept the Passover in Egypt when they left, when the Most High brought judgment against the Egyptians. When they went into Egypt, the Most High said, okay, this Passover thing that you did on the other side, you're going to have to keep it every year. And it happened during the time of the spring. So that's when they first understood how the new moon worked as far as high holy days go. Every high holy day in the scriptures is based upon the new moon. You establish when the new moon comes in, when the moon is invisible, and you count If it's a day of atonement, you count 9 days from the new moon, 9 days, and on the ninth day at evening, going into the 10th day, is a day of atonement, right? In between that, you have Sabbaths. You have the new moon, which is a high holy day. You count the days, 6 days. The new moon is day one, right? The next day is day two. You count 6 days. On the seventh day, which is really the eighth day from the new moon itself, is a Sabbath. So you have Sabbaths, and then you have high holy days, which the Sabbath is a high holy day. So I don't know how they can go by follow all these different moon cycles and count the days and not do it when it comes to the Sabbath. That proves that they don't have 100% truth. Now Bishop Nate, back in 2016, he came up with this new doctrine that the new moon is on the full moon. New moon is not on the full moon. And I would like any of you, including you, Paul Kersey, to prove that. Prove to me that the Sabbath falls on Friday sundown, Saturday sundown with scripture, and prove to me that the new moon is the full moon. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.